In this video, we'll cover the top 10 things to do in Florence. The birthplace of European Renaissance, medieval trade and financial center, and home to world's first gelato, Florence is a paradise for history buffs. We want to thank Septics, a #1 choice for travel adapters on Amazon, for sponsoring this video. Here are our top 10 picks. Number 10. Ponte Vecchio. Ponte Vecchio, a bridge featuring an entire medieval street, stretches over the Arno River and is the oldest stone bridge in Europe, built in 1333. At first, the bridge was used by farmers, butchers and tanners who occupied the shops along the bridge. Today you will mainly find jewelers and souvenir sellers. Ponte Vecchio is a romantic spot for both locals and tourists. On the top of Ponte Vecchio runs the Vasari corridor, a secret passageway connecting the town hall to the Palazzo Pitti. The corridor was built by the Medici family, the famous family who ruled Florence and supported many of the artists who were active in the city. Number 9. Piazza della Signoria. One of the most prominent squares in Florence, Piazza della Signoria is located at what was considered the political heart of Florence. The square was the site of many historical events and houses several prominent buildings and sculptures. Many events take place on Piazza della Signoria. Here's what you shouldn't miss when you're there. Palazzo della Signoria, Palazzo Vecchio, the city's historic seat of the city government. During its long history, the palace was also known under several different names, like Palazzo del Popolo, Palazzo Ducale, and Palazzo dei Priori. Fontana del Nentuno, a fountain with a statue of Duke Cosimo I at its center. The fountain was created to celebrate the maritime ambitions of the Medici family. Loggia dei Lanzi, an open-air gallery that features several prominent sculptures. Number 8. San Lorenzo Market and Mercato Centrale. Here's where you'll find everything from a variety of authentic Italian and Florentine food, souvenirs, pottery, clothing and other products. Florence is known for its leather production since ancient times. At San Lorenzo Market you will find leather bags, belts, wallets, jackets and other leather products. The outdoor part of the San Lorenzo Market surrounding the Mercato Centrale building contains hundreds of stalls that run along several streets. To get a better deal, you can even try bargaining. Mercato Centrale is the indoor part of the market, opened in 2014. It is set in a beautiful iron and glass architecture from 1874. Explore all of its several levels that offer everything from local specialties to pizzerias. Number 7. Uffizi Gallery. Uffizi Gallery is one of the most important and one of the most visited art museums in the world. The gallery is open to the public since the 16th century. What started as a place for legal and administrative offices now houses a vast collection of works of art. Before the museum, the works of art came from private collections of the Medici and were only shown to select guests. Uffizi offers the world's most extensive Renaissance art collection. The gallery is known for its collection of sculptures and paintings ranging from the Middle Ages to present. However, you can also admire the art displays of architecture, prints and drawings, books and archives. At Uffizi, you'll be able to admire the works of Botticelli and his famous painting The Birth of Venus, paintings by Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, etc. There are other important and interesting museums in Florence worth exploring. Check out our travel guide for more suggestions. By the way, our travel guide is a mobile-friendly PDF document that covers the top 20 things to do in Florence, including maps, links, opening hours, and other information. Number 6. Gelato. Gelato is one of the most popular sweets in the world, but the ice cream that we know and love today was invented during the Italian Renaissance in Florence. At the court of Catherine de' Medici in Florence, an alchemist working for the Medici family was supposed to be the first person who created a gelato with fior di latte flavor. There are many famous historic gelato places where you can taste this delicious dessert, such as Vivoli. Check out our travel guide for more suggestions. By the way, way, you will need to buy an Italian travel adapter to charge your phone and other devices. We recommend purchasing a travel adapter before traveling to Florence. In fact, it is worth buying a universal travel adapter so you can use it in other countries too. This video is sponsored by Saptix, the #1 brand for travel adapters on Amazon. Did you know that the different adapters charge your phone and other devices at different speeds? Saptix offers a travel adapter designed to charge your devices more quickly. With multiple attachments, it allows us to charge up to 4 devices at once, which is convenient considering most hotel rooms only have a few outlets. Check out their website to find adapters that fit your needs and visit their YouTube channel. Number 5. Hospital of Innocents. A children's orphanage built in the 14th century, the Hospital of the Innocents is an example of early Italian Renaissance architecture and is considered an architectural wonder in Europe's oldest foundling hospital. Hospital of the Innocents is Italy's oldest public institution used as a shelter for orphaned children and continues to offer services to protect children today. The hospital houses a museum displaying the history of the building and the lives of the children who lived there. You can even explore the records of all the children who lived there in the museum's historical archive. Don't miss the beautiful Piazza della Santissima Annunziata in front of the museum. Number 4. Walls of Florence and gates to the city. The impressive city walls of Florence, which protected the city from the intrusions, have been rebuilt several times throughout history. Only a few parts of the wall remain intact today, and some of those that survived are the gates of the city. The San Niccolò Gate is the only gate that maintained its original height from when it was built in 1324. Walk along the walls of Florence and imagine what life was like in the old days. Much of these structures hold a lot of history as they are the sites of historical events. In the 16th century, fortifications became necessary for the defense of the city. One of the most beautiful ones is the fortress of Belvedere. Number 3. Basilica di San Lorenzo. The city's cathedral for 300 years and the oldest church in the city was consecrated in the year 393. Basilica di San Lorenzo is located at the city's main market district belonging to the San Lorenzo complex. The complex includes a museum and an underground crypt where you'll find the tomb of Cosimo di Medici and the artist Donatello. Don't miss the Medici Chapel and the Laurentian Medici Library. Number 2. Boboli Gardens. Florence is full of breathtaking gardens. One of the most beautiful ones is the Boboli Gardens. The garden is located behind the Pitti Palace, the chief residence of the rulers of Florence. The famous garden was owned by the Medici family and heralded as an example of green architecture. Its structural design had a significant influence on other courts. Walk around the gardens and explore greenery, beautiful fountains, impressive statues, and much more. The gardens are part of UNESCO World Heritage Sites and usually get over 1 million visitors per year. Don't miss the Buontalenti Grotto, a fairy tale-like cave. There are many other impressive gardens in Florence. Check out our travel guide for more suggestions. Number 1. Piazza del Duomo. Considered to be the religious center of the city, Piazza del Duomo is one of the sights that you just can't miss when you're in Florence. The square houses the city's cathedral, Basilica of Santa Maria del Fiore, completed in 1436, known as Duomo. It features a beautiful marble exterior and an impressive and largest masonry dome in the world. Giotto's Campanile offers a panoramic view of the city. Below the cathedral is the crypt of Santa Reparata, and across the cathedral is the baptistry of St. John with a Byzantine mosaic depicting the Last Judgment. There are tons of other amazing things to do in Florence. Check out our travel guide for more great suggestions, and don't forget to check out our other videos.